Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. It is currently 5:45 Pacific time, 8:45 Eastern on Thursday, October 29, 2020. This is live pre-market analysis and successful trading YouTube channel. Let's go for a quick mic check. Good morning, Mr. Andrew. Good morning, Miss Lorraine. Could one of you confirm that you are hearing me correctly? Thank you. Wow, another day, another day. Almost, I was about to say just another Sunday, like Sunday sometimes at my church when we used to meet in public. I remember the pastor usually standing at 8 a.m. Pacific, that is, and just like a few soul in the church, right? So yeah, that's also has been for me lately on here. I come in, I see one, two. Thank you, Mr. Andrew. I see one, two, what I'm like, where is everybody else? At the time, I can't see the look on the pastor face, but eventually people will come. That's what usually happens here for us, though. I mean, in comparison, I mean, for us here, at best case, we used to have maybe 30 viewers simultaneously. So, and as I say that, the gremlins, the technical gremlins are taking over because the YouTube analytics, they are showing that there are zero concurrent viewers. So, we didn't start up with that many. Now, if we have zero, that's even more alerting. Hey, but the show must go on, right? Because at the end of the day, the goal here is that, hey, if we could help even one single trader, yeah, to learn something about this market first, that's the primary objective. The second objective, which I mean, is not that second by far, make money out of this this market. But if we do that for just one individual, that's definitely. So feedback that we got from, let's say, our blog, which our blog is 1 year old, folks. Kid you not, 1 year. I cannot. The first article, Google, right? Yeah, as a matter of fact, the first article doesn't even have any views. I mean, Google ranked it, but ranked it, indexed it. Let's use the correct terminology. But to date, obviously, we have gone and written beta articles just like anybody when you first start, right? But those first articles are very definitely, but those first articles, the foundations of option trading for beginners. At the time, for us, we were just like, hey, let's just go write what we think we know. That's gonna help people. It didn't rank at all. So the time came through, I'll go and overlap. So yeah, this week feels special for us. 1 year for the blog, not for this service here. No, no, no. We have only been doing this since May. And the live YouTube broadcast definitely. Oh, geez, we started this maybe July or something. So yeah, that's well, hopefully if we make it until next year. If that's a big if we make it until next year, definitely that will be something. So all right, so this talking about making it. Oh boy, glad you made it somehow to this morning. Hopefully your week has been going great. For us, we will say it's a not bad week. Yeah. The subscriber. I mean, if you you follow inside our Discord, there was a 1,000 baggers on one of the alerts on Monday. Spy did another 1,000 baggers. Tuesday was sideways for the most part, but yesterday was not too bad, right? We score, I think, on a gangster that we gave you guys here on Tuesday. Yeah, actually, I started on Tuesday on Caterpillar. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then Spy paid us nicely, along with I think there was a setup on Nvidia that we gave our traders. Yeah, I mean, there is nobody on this show. Sometimes actually, I think I'm gonna come here just read the list of our alerts. It wouldn't make any difference. Yeah. All right, so let's dive in with let's start with the first section of this show with the stock market technical analysis daily that we do here. Oh boy. All right, so if you follow us on Twitter, what? Following you on Twitter, Telex? Do you even have a Twitter account? Yes, we do have a Twitter account. It's called Gangster Trade, at Gangster Trade, yeah? So this morning, what did I post on? I do not tweet myself because people actually got questions. Believe it, people are paying attention. Oh, are you actually doing real trade or are you just faking it? Because we see your tweets on anything, are you just, no, I actually have somebody, believe it or not, who's helping me. with the treating for those. We do trade just like you. Trust me. That's why we stop the show typically. We and like today we need to put in our trade. We need to put in our gangster trade, right? We're not gonna let you get all of that nice money on those gangster trades. We need to trade just like you. So yes, I have somebody tweeting, but sometimes, yeah, I do tweets. I mean, I mean, if you pay attention, you will see which one of my tweet, which one for somebody else. I put in the tweets of the chart of, I think the DAX. Now you could be telling me just rightfully. So, what do we have to do? What does DAX has to do with the DAX? If you don't know, is the German ETF, right? What does DAX has to do with us trading SPY or trading the US equity? Well, my friend, it's a global equity, a global financial world. So trust me, and you could learn a little bit about what to expect because the DAX is ahead, right? In Europe, they are about 6 hours ahead. So not that the tape will resemble it, but the trend, or generally the trend, and this is it. So this is what it was at first. So DAX was green, and then we were showing it's better this way. Yep, we were showing okay. This is the yearly. So each candle represents a week of the chart. But for me, when I say this from a technical point of view, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. We're Thursday. There's this little thing event that's taking place stateside on November the 3rd. Is it what we are looking for next week? This, if you remember, was February-March time frame. At the time, the reason for this was, oh, the global pandemic was upon us. Yeah? So lockdowns left and right, starting in Europe and the likes. I remember, trust me, I made it the last flight from Paris to come stateside. So I remember what it was like. So this is what DAX is doing on here. So I posted this, and literally within minutes, the next view of the DAX, and then I posted this. So look at parallel here between the chart that you just saw on DAX and this one here. This is SPY. Yeah, there's no telling you actually that's SPY, except if you know that SPY is currently trading at 326 or there. But this was yesterday, right? SPY gave 11 points yesterday. 11 points. So to our traders who, let's say on a Tuesday or Monday, for that matter, right? You set up your 4 points, whatever. You go. This is how we make money on SPY. There's no secret. Well, there are a few secrets. We shared secret yesterday. We shared 3 secrets yesterday on our daily market recap. We even forgot to post it inside our Discord. Lately, we have just been posting on YouTube. Not even. Well, there's nobody inside Discord. What are you talking about, Tenex? There are people inside of this, but do they watch the videos? I don't think so. So forget about it. So this is the problem. So take a look at the chart of the weekly chart of SPY. I'm not saying that's going to do that, but when something where there's smoke, folks, there's fire. Like here in California, this all of this week, right? I've been smelling smoke. Literally, I kid you not. The windows are open, but we can still smell smoke. In nearby places that have been evacuated since Monday. Some of my colleagues actually they got evacuated and they have been staying at hotels since then. I'm not sure. I will check out this morning if they return. Yeah, but for us we were safe. Oh, we were lucky. It's literally the street over here in SoCal. So this was the product. So this is SPY as we are about to go into a new trading session. But what did I come here for? Was this, right? The previous chart that we showed you of the DAX, it was green, and literally within minutes it starts being red. So this momentum is accelerating, meaning that, my friend, should we close today and tomorrow? I mean, watch out for Monday. That's all for next week for that matter. Yeah. So. And as we are at it, let's remind everybody, please, if you are a newcomer, please, this is the time. This is a good time for you to post your charts. Yeah, that's way, trust me, because when I'm busy, blah, blah, blahing, and then I come back to this screen, I look at it, sometimes I catch your chart. So this is the time, because hopefully you're not just discovering that, say, you need information on that chart. So your chart request, please, if you don't mind, if you could paste it before, put that in before 9 Eastern, that would be great. That's way. And again, please do not feel bad. You can ask for us to take a look at any stock. It doesn't have to be a stock that's part of our alerts. Come on, there are 1,000 ways of making money out of this market. Well, how many actually? There are 7,000, over 7,000 stock at the US Stock Exchange, right? At the New York Stock Exchange. We know because we have done that filtering many times. There are over 4,200 of them that are optionable. So trust me, the tiny portion that's our subscription trade alert show doesn't represent anything. So feel comfortable asking for any chart. I just want to have the time to give you some insight of any value, because most of the time it's going to be a stock that I'm going to be discovering. The likelihood that I've studied is not that much. So in a matter of a minute to be able to say something intelligible about a stock, you will hopefully you understand that. Mr. Olivier is saying that I'm eating chocolate chips cookies right now, watching Mr. T morning. Okay, for those who do not know, Mr. Olivier is Mr. Olivier. He's in France. I know that much, but I think he's in Paris, more precisely, right? So maybe Mr. Olivier, you can share with us some light into what's going on in Europe. Across the pond side. Mr. H usually here as well. He's in London to give us some perspective about some of the lockdown that's maybe affecting Europe as the pandemic is gaining strength once again. All right. Well. So we started with SPY and looking at was it the weekly or the daily? Here on the daily, the similarities that we just showed you on our tweet feed, on our Twitter feed, we can see them here on this. Maybe this is not great that much, because what I've done here, I've done some Fibonacci just in the recent uptrend on here. So the low here, folks, was September the 24th, and this lowest value was 319. So 320, it's about really the level that we are looking at today. So yeah, this is bad drawing here because showing 322. So let's bring it down all the way. Okay, this is exactly precisely. Okay, let's say 320. So below 320, watch out, folks. So that's 320, 6 months from here. There's no expiration today for SPY, so that gives us 2 days. So 2 days for 320. I know exactly how much those options cost because I've been scrutinizing them all day yesterday. Yeah, I think the close yesterday, at some point, the trusted the spike all the way to $1.80, but the support was the lowest they went were like 84 cents. I traded them. I traded them. So that 320 is something that we will be looking for here over the next 2 days. On the upside, I mean, because these guys, what SPY was doing since the futures were green, my friend, big time. And actually, they almost like 1% on both SPY and QQQ. And then literally at the time where you saw the DAX losing strength, QQQ lost all of that, went into negative until 8:30 Eastern with the weekly job report, no jobless reports. So and then it start tracking slightly above. So we closed yesterday at 326.66, and currently according to TradingView there it's posting 327 thereabout. So kind of just flat or slightly bullish. And on the side of QQQ, the techs, they are looking a little bit more bullish as of now. Is Apple earning today? Yeah, well, okay, let's see actually. If let's say the schedule permits, and depending on what SPY does, we may just have, as we have done here in the past, we may have a live last 60 minutes, meaning from 3 p.m. Eastern to all the way to 4:30, if there's an appetite for that. And I think it's okay. I can set it up on YouTube because then it's not just us. I mean, other people can benefit from whatever if we have anything intelligible to share with that. So we talked about what worked yesterday. We talked about Caterpillar. We talked about Nvidia, Microsoft. I remember somebody posting on that. They were trading puts on that. Mr. B shared us his trade on Intel post earning momentum. Yeah, fantastic. Is it one of the secrets? Yeah, I mean the video is out, so yeah, I think it's one of the secrets. It's not that it shouldn't be that much secret, right? Most of these things are known to traders who are successful trading, but I mean, how many traders do we have are successful trading? So relative to the whole community, the world community, that's still secret. Yeah, it's still a secret to use an option watch list, for instance, because when people come to one-on-one, people from the outside, they're like, wow. Or using the chart of the option, really, where you have your support and resistance. So all of these things, I'm hoping that that's what the broader audience on YouTube is looking for. I need to find out what the broader audience on YouTube is interested in, and I need to provide that. So we're going to be trying, we have been publishing content lately to trying to get a sense of it, because whatever we have been offering has not been really getting that much traction. So more on that's on me. For us, we remain confident on here in our ability to try to help as many traders as possible. So what to look for today? Oh, what to look for today? Well, how about a new friend? That's one of the messages. I love having messages from traders in the morning because, you know. So one of my friends here at Successful Trading said that they have a new friend in this guy, Pins. Actually, you see, look what's going on here. This Pins had earning yesterday. I have to be honest, folks. I discovered that after, I do not scan for earnings because I don't trade earnings, right? But this one, I've been joking about, no, not joking, talking about, hey, have you traded Pins recently? So let's go take a look on here because Pins is taking off. We have seen this type of stuff. It pretty much, for me, how did that come about? Everywhere I go for, well, media or whatever, even I see something that Pins is doing, either integration with new platform or people reporting, oh, they are getting so many views on their Pins or whatever. This stock is taking off, and we always ask, there's always this question, oh, how should I invest X and X money? People could say, oh, let's go with the FANGs, I don't know, the QQQs, Apple, Microsoft. Those are nice, but those, I mean, not that they will not go any further, right? But imagine the time when they were not what they are right now. Well, other stocks are bound to get to the level where those were, and they start like this one. Even Roku, for instance. Can you remember when Roku was $50? Go back to look at the chart of Roku, yeah? Or Beyond Meat for that matter, or Twilio. Yeah, Twilio started here at the time, pretty much the same time we were starting our channel. On that ER, Twilio was below 150. And a gap on that day to 150. Then Twilio went to $300 in a matter of month. Pins, a lot of people are finding success in Pins. Yeah, Pins is it's a relatively new traded company. Yeah, when was the IPO here? Let's go take a look. Pins had their IPO in April 2019. So it has been a year and a half or so. So it's a growing company. And from a technical perspective here on this chart, there is a lot to be like, because even if you're holding a stock like this one, it seems to be popping mostly ERs. This pop here was not ER, was not its own ER, it was the ER for Snap. So we saw a trend so far, and this morning it's a carbon copy of which that transpired last Thursday, where Snap had an earning and all the other social media, they benefited. Facebook was up, Twitter was up, and Pins was up. Yesterday was Pins earnings. Pins is up over 30%, or is it still? So let's actually go ahead and check inside of Power E-Trade. Because Trading View is having a hard time here because the scale is not appropriate, is not properly set up. So let's take a look here. Okay, this is the US equities. Trust me, like IWM, the Russell 2K, the small cap index, it was further red than that. We have we took that tiny bit of put under yesterday. If you're interested, but trust me, it was really a tidy thing. Just in case something goes worry. Actually, let me tell you a little bit about something else that worked really well yesterday for SPY. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to the broader watch list. So to see how much volume Pins is generating. First of all, okay, congratulations to LNG and CNX for 1 shares and 0 shares traded this morning. We just love doing that. We just have to say that. Okay, NEO is the one with the highest volume. Pins only had 2.3 million volume, and Pins is trading at $64.65 if you want to buy it right now. Yeah, it's up 31%. So congratulations to the stockholders. I'm not sure. Well, congratulations to the option traders as well, but I'm not sure. Before you open the cigar, I wouldn't be that thrilled because, and this is a teaching opportunity for us, right? Look at the implied volatility, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is what makes me not waste my time, spend my time trying to track option to trade before earnings. Well, first of all, it doesn't work as a methodology. Yeah, but secondly, really, let me go to this account here. It doesn't really lend itself for making money consistently. Okay, this implied volatility here, how we're gonna see that? This is how you measure it, right? You see the 30-day average implied volatility, and just for this week, from 100 something to 261. So what's going to happen here at the open? They're going to drop all of this. So meaning, if you're out of the money, if you bought, let's say, if I don't know, the 65, I guarantee you, yeah, because this delta here does not reflect this. This delta reflects the fact that it's up $15. Yeah, that's what's reflecting, meaning that for every dollar move here from now on, this contract going to gain 52 cents. That's another way. I don't know if you have a red delta like that. It also represents the probability of being in the money at the close tomorrow. But though you can read it in those two fashion. I think we've talked about it. Maybe that's another idea for a video. So pins this morning for us. Stop gapping up. Plenty of volume. What are we going to do? Gangster, what it is right now. Yeah, we are going to gangster trade it. Yeah, so we put a trade this morning on the... I mean, right now, the perennial question is, okay, TEDx, what strike are you going to use? My friend, well, look at this thing. It's at 65. So the next closest one, I always like round numbers. There's no point into going with 68. Well, not no point, but I just go with the roundest numbers really per se. So 70, if we're lucky, I guarantee you, because here now is 30 cents per each dollar move. So oh boy, meaning that, yeah, this I don't know if we can get a feel out of that. They're gonna hopefully make them expensive if it continues in that direction. But obviously, no. If you are Telex, the way that my mind function, a stock is up $31, and I'm going to take a copy back to which that transpired with Snap last week, right? At some point, this stock will have to cool off. So look at the chart of Snap. Snap gave back between the high and the close last week. It gave back half of it on its first day. So here, if you don't get your fill, my bias is on put. That's because they're going to be easier to fill. Yeah. So what puts are we looking at here? We are looking at the 58s or whatever. Oh yeah, here's another one of my. So if you're looking at this now, saying, hey Telex, the 58 puts they are worth $58. Yeah, because yesterday the stock was that those puts were in the money, right? So you're going to be telling me, how are they $10 now? Your Gangster trade is calling for 10-15 cents. How is that possible? Well, take a snapshot of this, and then in about exactly 23 minutes or so, look at it again to convince yourself on there. So the puts are going to be easier to fill. But then, because this is another question that I'm getting. The Gangster trade gives clear instruction on how to adjust when you get a fill in one direction. Yeah, meaning the situation of, oh, geez, my Gangster trade only got filled in one direction and I lost money because the stock went into the other direction. That's a no-no. Yeah, no-no meaning that no. The moment you get a fill in one direction and you are not getting a fill based on your limit order on the other direction, you have to manually put it in. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we share this one on with our traders in the Gangster trade very early today. The other one that's having earnings that likes to move as well, Etsy. Yeah, Etsy, I don't know if they had a great earning or whatever. Not that I care. you know, I don't go looking at the balance sheets all the time. Okay. Etsy price target 165 from 155. Okay. So it seems like it did a good job, right? So, but the stock here is slumping, or at least it was minus 2% earlier today. So I think this is a great opportunity here to go Gangster really. The question is, can we get a feel? Because this stock, it's between today and tomorrow. We feel confident that it can post a 10-point move in either direction. Kid you not. Kid you not. So let me check here. What was the strike that we gave this morning at first sight when it was trading lower at some point? So the gangster trade here was 130 put, which I think should be okay to get. Oh, then the 142 calls. Yeah. So maybe we may need now that, yeah, it's going back to the positive chart, maybe 145 calls thereabouts and as an adjustment. Oh yeah, don't worry about the current price of $4 something, my friend. Same thing, yeah. Implied volatility has been jacked up big time, yeah. So that's gonna come down here, especially since it's going in the opposite direction. Maybe an adjustment there for Etsy. Let's yeah. Let me can I edit this message on there? Maybe 145. Because it was trading at 135 at the time. So for us, we were taking 5 points in each direction. So 145 calls and 130 puts thereabout on Etsy. All right, let me take a quick look at here. So say hello to Mr. Greg. Glad to have you, sir. Mr. Wayne. Buying pincher be at 100 soon. Okay, folks. I didn't see this, right? That's Mr. Greg saying that. As I was speaking, I don't know if he was hearing me when I was speaking, talking about, but my mind was thinking of the like, though I didn't spell it out. Mr. Greg here, right? So for those not being seeing the screen of the live chat, he's saying he's buying pin shares this morning, or I don't know when, be at 100 soon. I will have to agree with that, folks, because I gave you a comparison of stock recently that have gone into bullish run such as this one, and this thing just has a lot of momentum. So bonjour, Monsieur Mickey, glad to have you as well. Okay, any chat requests on here, folks? We have literally about 5 minutes or thereabouts. I know that there is a lot going on. We can take another look inside of Power E-Trade to see other stocks with volume. And all right, you heard it from Mr. Greg, folks. So Mr. Greg, okay, you bought just my 2 cents. If you have shares, and you know this already, sir, right? So please hedge them with the best way that we know by buying some puts, especially over the puts are gonna be super cheap, right, over the next 2 days. At least that's where your investment is going to be protected. You can take any small pullback, or it may that be temporary. You will be getting some cash. So look here. A closer look at Etsy looks like they see the deceleration in new buyer growth down from 159% to 127 in Q3, and gross merch sales was slightly lower due to selling less face mask. Okay. So I think the street was worried about that. Oh, okay. I mean, Etsy, it's one of those companies that they have been growing as well. So at its current price, for me, again, folks, I as I told you, right, I look at price movement period. The reason why the stock is doing whichever is doing doesn't. It is what's going to be. So Etsy and pins are our 2 gangster trade this morning. I know I'm forgetting something. I wanted to do something. I was saying that we have literally about 3 minutes. Oh yeah, we wanted to go inside of Power E-Trade. Yep, and take a look at other potential movers. Actually, we are inside of Power E-Trades. I'm the one who is on the incorrect screen. You guys are still seeing inside of Power E-Trade. So let's take a look here one last time at the market view. Okay, so you see what SPY is doing there. So again, SPY, if you're watching futures, I know many of you watch futures. Oh, speaking of futures, maybe it's an idea. I don't know. I have never traded futures before, but I have an idea that's a crazy idea that maybe on Monday going into Tuesday night, I'm gonna trade futures, because if you were trading in 2016 and you remember what happened in the futures in 2016 on the night of the election, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try something on there. And Other than that, the other way for you and me to take advantage of volatility on here, there are indexes that actually track volatility. Usually, I do not trade them because they are, well, heavily manipulated. You know, I don't like that word manipulated, right? But something like VXX, this is the chart of VFX. It doesn't take VXX that long to do something like this. Yeah, so they have been trying here. First attempt failed, second attempt failed. Will the third time be the charm? Yeah, so this is VSX here. This time frame here, as you can guess, was February March time frame. But my friend, this is something to yeah. So this thing shoot up from below 20 to 70 something. Yeah, it was these are weekly. These are weekly, I believe. Yeah, yeah. These are weekly, or are they? I'm not sure. Yeah. But the whole idea is this. So VSX, it's something that the volatility index. I mean, trading this is literally like just a specific time event. Yeah. So for me on here, I've been using what's the November 6th. Yeah. The November 6th. What's the strike? 45 or 50? I mean, if you just time it right, they can be expensive because when the market start doing, which that it has been doing like yesterday, yeah, they will be expensive because the stock itself, the VXX will drop yesterday, but the option will stay at the same level. So that's something that's you need to time it a little bit. Yeah. So same thing. Similarly, with the one I think that's worked yesterday for me. Remember, I've been talking. We did this once. We did this once. If for me, I didn't. Well, when I teach something once, I'm thinking that that's knowledge that we acquired. Right? When the crossover happened on QQ on SPY and QQQ, the crossover that I'm talking about is the EMA yellow line coming below. You're not seeing it here on the screen, right? We have that on our trading view screen. I took the same thing as I did on September 10, right? I took November 10 to 10 put on SPY at 2 cents on Friday. Yesterday they traded at 8 cents bid and 9 cents bid. So that was a good score on there. But I had tons of them obviously. So that's something that's available. I mean, we talked about several ways to make money out of this market. I'm hoping that by now you have a range of tools for ready if the market is moving in any direction, may that be, yeah, to take advantage of it. Okay, it is currently 9:15, 9:17 rather, 13 minutes from the US equity open on Thursday, October the 29th. Yeah, this is what I wanted to check. Let's check the calendar. Who has option? Who has earning today's after hours? So Apple, who else? Let's take a look here. So Apple. How about its other fan companion? Apple, Facebook, okay, Google. All right, okay, folks, that's all we need. This schedule permitting, I'm going to post a live meeting chat if whatever you want, starting at 3 p.m. It's going to be on YouTube. Hopefully that will work, and then that's going to take us to the closing of the regular market. At 4 p.m. the closing of SPY. Even though SPY doesn't have expiration today, that's still fun to watch the extra 15 minutes. I've been like a hawk on it. They haven't really made it anything serious. All the way to 4:15, and then by then I think this company, Apple, Facebook, Google, they are bound to release. So remember last July when they did that on the same day, there was a huge spike on the positive side. So I'm not saying that that's not going to be. So for me, just an opportunity because Thursday is the bulk of earnings and we have this big company announcing today. So that's going to lead us nicely into, I don't know, an hour and a half show or whatever, if you guys have an appetite for that. So bring your question. Even Starbucks is announcing according to this. So bring your appetite, bring the popcorn. I don't know who's bringing the popcorn. And we will convene, let's say, at 12 Pacific. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. All right. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope you are fully prepared for maybe another payday this week after Monday yesterday. So even if today is sideways, there's Friday, folks. So they did Monday, great on movement on SPY, no movement on Tuesday, big movement yesterday, and today is Thursday. Let's see what's going to happen. They have expiration tomorrow that they need to settle. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. Bye-bye.